been like, I don't know how long it's been. I think it's been weeks. It's been weeks, for sure, since I've come on here. Well, let me keep my tall toes in place. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for more of us to come on here. It's just me staring at the camera. My fro is froing today. Reina, you're back. I am. I was taking a bit of a break. Life is lifing. Seriously, no. Okay, I'll be honest. I've just been surrounded by lots of toxicity lately, and I missed you too. And when you're surrounded by so much toxic individuals, it's like I needed to reset. And I love you guys so much. I love coming on live streams and interacting, but I need a sense of like grit to come on social media as far as streaming, because I mean, obviously, all the out-of-pocket comments, and I had like no social battery. Thanks for the gift. I appreciate it. I had no social battery to like put up with like the stupid comments and just the craziness of social media. So I took a break, and I mean, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I take multiple breaks. I've taken like, I don't know, sometimes I took a month. Once I took a month. And it's always helped me. It's always helped me kind of recollect my thoughts, and I don't plan on coming back and streaming all the time, but I love connecting with you guys, and I know you guys enjoy it too. So I'm gonna try to do it, I don't know, anywhere between 3 to 5 times a week. But what I really want to focus my energy is, hola, mi amor. What I really want to focus my energy is on a podcast that I'm starting. It's called Worthy As I Am, and it's going to be all focused on helping people. What's the right words to put it into? Helping people through self-acceptance. I think that I've always been an analytical kind of person, a kind of individual that I always study people and I always observe people. And I think because of my beauty, people have thought that maybe I didn't know what was going on in the world when it comes to like meeting individuals and knowing their true intentions. But I've been surrounded by a lot of narcissistic people growing up, so I've kind of had to protect myself since I was a kid to like truly gauge and observe people and know what kind of people they are. So why am I saying this? Because I think I come from a philosophy where I think that people are inherently good, and I think that society has kind of contaminated people into feeling inadequate, and that's what's caused so much chaos, because people have to compare themselves, have to fit a certain mold they've been sold. So I kind of want to break those societal, what is it called? The societal structures that have made people feel like they're not enough, and kind of shift people's mentality into embracing themselves for who they are. My first podcast, I mean, we have it already lined up. It's with Lord Queen and I, and we're going to be talking about plastic surgery, because I feel like it's a very controversial subject, but it's a very good one too. Society sucks. You look so relaxed. You look so beautiful and relaxed. Gracias, mi amor. I followed you when you used to be on the treadmill. Yeah, I was on the treadmill working out. I haven't worked out in like since I haven't worked out since Wednesday. I'm probably gonna work out today, But I've just been going through a lot lately. It's got me saying like, what the fuck with the world? And it's weird because, okay, you know how they say your reality is a reflection of who you are inside, right? And I totally believe that, but I'm like, I'm not a dick. I'm like, I'm not a dick. I'm not a piece of shit with people. So when I come around these piece of shit people, and okay, they're not piece of shit people, but like where were people raised? Like literally in a jungle, or like excuse me, where's your etiquette? You know, I'm a big believer in if you have nothing good to say, then don't say anything at all. But back to what I was saying, I really want to focus all my attention into this podcast because if you look at all the spectrums, people that are poor, people that are middle class, people that are wealthy, people that are famous, people that aren't famous, they all, at the end of the day, if you dig deep and you analyze them, they don't feel enough. A lot of people are projecting the story that they have this fabulous life and they have all these cars and they have the house and they have this and they have that and they're smiling and they have the perfect partner and they have the perfect Botox and the perfect filler. But at the end of the day, you can see the pain in their eyes. The eyes don't lie, chico. The eyes don't lie. So, yeah, I want to be like a sense of refreshment for people to let their guard down and to realize that, you know, who they are as an individual is beautiful. It's amazing. You know, I just posted a video on comparison, so that's why I'm like in this subject topic. But it's true. It's like all these people feel like, oh, well, I shouldn't be happy because I don't look like her. Let me just destroy her. Dude, chill. Like, what's going on? Like, you need to go get therapy. When I say I've been like seeing crazies. But I'm also like a very diplomatic, calm individual. So, is it a wig? No, I just have like crazy ass hair. Look. If it was a wig, my roots wouldn't show. I'm trying to like, there's been a lot on my plate too. Aww. And that's like part of the reason why I really want to speak on this, because all of us are going through so much, so why are we making life more difficult for each other? I mean, recently, let's say I've worked at different places, a lot of different places recently, and like, there's so many haters out there. And personally, I'm always gonna look my best. I'm always gonna wanna look more beautiful every single day. I'm always gonna wanna be the best. And it's not about being the best, but being the best version of myself. So if I'm in sales, yeah, of course I'm gonna wanna break my own records over and over again. But what does that cause? It causes inadequacy in others. And you know, on an individual note, and I don't know if this perpetuates it to be worse, but when I see someone feeling not enough and comparing themselves to me, I've always like thought, oh, I'm just gonna like compliment them, make them feel better about themselves, but it's almost like they get like another sense of resentment. So I thought that I'm not gonna take this on individually, and now I'm gonna stand up for myself in certain situations, but I want to speak on this so much. Like, I really want to kind of be like the broken record in this world where people start feeling, you know what, I am enough as I am. My eyes are intoxicating, hypnotizing. The background music. I'm in a cafe, and this was totally spontaneous. I didn't plan on coming on live, but after my most recent reel, I felt really motivated and I felt really inspired, and I'm like, I love you guys and I miss you guys. I know that so many of you were like, where is she? What is she doing? Why isn't she posting? Why isn't she streaming? And it's like, there's so much chaos, and I've been just trying to settle and not come on social media and post like something that's not me, because I'm still trying to like what is it called, deal with something that I'm going through emotionally because of all this stuff. And I'm kind of like a cool cucumber. So like somebody could be like flipping their switch in front of me and I would be like, because it's not me, you know, like I let people drink their own poison. But yeah, I come on here because I realized the only way to make the world a better place is to speak on it. No matter how uncomfortable the conversations are, and they need to be spoken. And I want people to feel like they're not alone. You know, you see me on social media and you're like, oh, she's probably has so many friends and like all these people. No. No. Yeah, it's just when you work so much on yourself, it triggers inadequacy in others, and sometimes people start treating you a certain way that isn't something that you should have to accept. So when someone treats me in a way that disrespects who I am, makes me feel like I'm not valued for who I am, I step away always, because I'm not gonna waste my time in somewhere I'm not deserved or like accepted or loved, because that's not what my mission is here. I've had to step away from so many people in my life and it's been painful, but at the end of the day, I've grown so much, and I know that my journey's barely beginning. Surprisingly enough, one of the things that took me years to learn, and it's like super simple, but you would think like, okay, like how did you not understand that? It's pretty common sense. It's like, until you stop letting people treat you a certain way and stand up for yourself, until then you will see change. And like I said, like I was always kind of a no drama kind of person, never really like, if somebody said something out of pocket, I'd just be like, okay, they're crazy. But in certain situations, that's not enough. It's not enough. Oh my gosh, that comment made me laugh. It's not enough to let people disrespect you. When someone disrespects you, you don't have to go to their level, but you do have to let them know that's unacceptable and that you do not consent. What's up, Granny? Damn, your granny's sexy. Yeah, this is me chatting it up about everything. Chatting it up about everything. I've been stressing out so much, I lost weight. Look at my little arms. Look at my little arms. Like, what? I'm like a little toothpick now. The stress is real. The stress is a real deal. But today I'm gonna go work out because I think my nervous system needs to relax. The other day I went to get a massage and it felt so good. I hadn't gotten a massage in like months. It's the best thing to do. Am I white or am I Spanish? I mean, all my family is from Jalisco, Mexico, but I was born in California. And, you know, colonization in Mexico. So you think of all the Europeans invading Mexico. So that's what I am. An invasion. A product of invasion, of colonization, but yet, like, aren't we all? But I truly believe that a better world is capable, but we have to talk about it. And we can't just brush stuff under the rug anymore. Stand up for yourself. If anything you want to learn from this live today, is to stand up for yourself. Don't let people say mean things to you. If someone calls you ugly, just an example, say, I won't accept you treating me that way or calling me that, so stop. Your top is fancy. Right? I love it. I was gonna wear another one, but it was like too open. I'm trying to stand up for us. That music is vibey. My fingers smell like I don't know. I feel like tamales. I just had a tamale. Look, I have this green salsa. I had un tamal de espinacas. And then this. I've also been working on my skincare. So I've been getting like microneedling done and hydrofacials. So your girl's gonna be looking like a snack pretty soon without any makeup. That's what my goal is. Eat the leaf. I low-key want to get another one, but I think I might just go get kombuchas. I love kombuchas. Kombuchas are my life. Kombuchas are where it's at. Where am I from? I'm from California. It's interesting how people that were born in California have like a similar personality. And you speak Spanish. Claro que hablo español. How to marry a rich guy? No, it's about a journey to loving yourself. It's kind of like a self-love journey. It's date money, marry abundance. It's kind of like, you know, when you're in the dating phase, it's like nothing's official. It could go anywhere, right? When you're dating, it's nothing serious. It's really not any type of commitment. But when you get married, that's like the full epitome of commitment. So what I mean by date money, marry abundance, it's like you go from dating, you go from seeking superficial validation to embracing yourself for who you are authentically, and that's what aligns you to your abundant self. It's when you discover who you are inside and truly fall in love with yourself and marry yourself every single day and say I do to yourself every single day when you marry abundance. Because obviously money is finite, right? Money can be printed, but it's a finite substance. Abundance is overflow. It means uncapped. So it's like when you truly invest in yourself, that's when you align towards abundance. So it's a metaphor that, granted, it probably can be misperceived, but it was more so like a hook of a title. I kind of thought, like later on, I'm like, was it the appropriate title? Because it was all based on self-concept, on how you view yourself is an extension of your outer reality. Are you single, married? I want to know you in person. Singapore. Wow. All the way from Singapore? I want to visit Singapore so badly. I love the way your hands move. I'm acting like an Italian. Yep. But I feel like as far as pushing my book, I haven't quite found the right pathway to like present it into the market, into the public. But I've shifted from that being my focus and kind of leaving the book where it is. It has its value and it will come its time where it will be in the limelight. But I feel like I'm being called right now to start a podcast. And I call it podcast because it's just like me talking to a camera, where I'm going to be getting real, talking about stuff in society that makes people feel like they're not enough, which is they're on ruining us. And it's a pathway of people reflecting and seeing how in certain ways they probably felt not enough and they weren't even aware. So it's kind of like peeling the bandana of all these limits and self-doubts that people have and realizing that, wait, I am freaking awesome. Wait, I can do what I want. No. Wired? Oh my gosh, I love that question. Pin to a live stream, a product. I really want to. You got beautiful features. God created you beautiful in real life. I've been told I look better in person, but trust me, no one will look this good without putting effort and looking this good. Don't let anyone on social media make you believe that they look that good just because. Like for me, since I don't even drink alcohol and I don't need substances, so if it takes you to drink alcohol and have Adderall to speak your mind without limits, then I hope you work on that. But in my case, I don't need that. It's just my personality. And this is what I mean. It's like you get these people just saying this shit and they're not even thinking about why they say it. It just comes to their mind. They're like, let me just say that. How do you feel like that's gonna make someone feel? Like genuinely, let's keep social media aside. Let's keep my identity aside. Let's keep his identity aside. Do you say that to make someone feel better? Or what's the purpose of saying something like that? That's why society is the way it is. Because we tolerate that. We tolerate comments like that. No. We need to start saying no and stop tolerating. We do. Thank you. Fart in my Fruit Loops. Ay, Dios mío. And this isn't for me to bash on him or for me to be defensive. Goes through one ear, goes out through the other. You wouldn't even imagine the things I've been told. But that doesn't change how I perceive myself. But that's what I want to change in this world. I want to get people to truly understand the impact of their words. Everything I say, everything you say matters. No matter what they told you, it matters. Because you know what? On a typical workday, I come across like 150 people or more. So, depending on how I treat them, I can make someone's day. I know how to make someone's day because I know human psychology. I know how people feel and what certain words make others feel. So, what's the purpose of making others feel worse? And you say, that's not my problem. I'm just gonna say it and nothing's gonna happen. Will you perpetuate a world that treats you that way? Because if you treat someone that way, that person is going to start projecting onto others, and then it's going to be a sick cycle. You think your word doesn't matter. You think your actions don't matter, but you're affecting people. Like, know your power. Know your power. Hello. This is why I'm so big on, like, you don't have to be famous. You don't have to be famous to truly change the world. I mean, I started going live last April and I gained like 15,000 subscribers just from speaking my mind. Think about that. You could do that. It's just you don't do it, so that's why you don't come into that circumstance. The people who are well known is because they busted their ass to be well known. I think it's so funny because it's like you see all these famous people and you're like, oh my gosh, like they're like so famous because everyone's so obsessed. No, people that are like well known create fan pages for themselves. Almost all artists do. Almost all celebrities create their own fan pages to continue the cycle of being spoken about. That's why there's so many scandals. That's why you see all these people like, oh, like, for example, the whole somebody bought somebody else. I'm not gonna use names because I don't care to use names, but somebody bought somebody else a star or a constellation for $40 million, $20 million. It's probably bullshit. I mean, I'm not here to confirm anything, but like instinctively thinking, like, is someone really gonna do that? Probably not. But why do they do it? To be relevant. There's a certain family out there that we all know that they're known for just doing whatever they can do to get attention. They're just trying to stay relevant. So, not everything is what you think it is. So much people are like struggling to be relevant. They're just starting all these controversies. But what I'm saying is that just because someone is famous, just because somebody bought their followers or bought their views, doesn't mean that their voice matters more than yours. It's just simply that they strategize the system in a certain way that's positioned themselves. It's all positioning. It's all positioning. But when you idolize someone else, when you put somebody else on a pedestal, where does that put you? Underneath the pedestal. You're feeding them your energy. So know your own worth. Know your own power. Start creating. Do what you love. If you want to paint, go paint. If you want to sing, go sing. I mean, I love to sing. And I would like create my own music for myself. I'm not trying to be an artist. I love to paint. I want to paint for myself. And it's like, I like to dance. Go take dance classes. Do what you need to do to feel good, to have fun. You didn't come into this life to be someone's slave. You didn't. I mean, maybe on your first cycles of being a soul, if you're a soul, there's like a lot of people in this world that have no souls. They're just part of the system, and they perpetuate you to be in a constant state of fear and inadequacy. And you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You see all these people, and this is why I want to talk about plastic surgery so bad, because there's all these people that get all this plastic surgery, and they pretend like, oh my gosh, yes, these big old melons is the way you feel beautiful. So then you see all these women go get their big old melons, and then they're like, this is actually uncomfortable. Oh, I can't even sleep on my stomach anymore. Or like, oh, this shirt doesn't even look good. Or, ugh, someone feels like a hooker. Like, I'm not gonna say I do, but you know? And it's like, people sell you a certain vision of feeling like that's what's gonna make you feel enough. But the only one that can make you feel enough is yourself. And that's why self-discovery is so important. And that's why comparison is just such a ball buster, such a parasite. It's waiting for you, feeding off your true self. Because you're just out there outsourcing your power, wanting to look like somebody else. Okay, and then you look at me, and like, obviously I bleach my hair. But why do I bleach it? Like, shouldn't I feel enough with my natural hair color? I do it because fashion. I like it. You know, it's fashion. Or like nails, it's fashion. But I think it's very different painting your hair and completely demorphing your body. I'm not trying to look like anyone else. I just like the way I look this way. I painted my hair red. I painted my hair pink. I painted my hair pink. I painted my hair copper. I painted my hair black. I painted my hair like with a bunch of like green and orange and like you name it. All the colors in the rainbow. Like one time I had like a blue. Is this a pre-recorded live? No, why? Does it seem like it's pre-recorded? I was thinking of doing the podcast in a format where it's like a live stream, but no. Or I could. I don't know, that's debatable. You know what? I feel like if I get the right like thumbnails, that would be like a total go. I wish I had the polls. Bald or bush? Bald. Ew. No bush. No bush. No bush. I don't know, for hygiene, I'm really big on hygiene. My worst nightmare is like someone to smell me and I don't smell good. And I'm like, ugh. Bald or bush. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get on with my day. I loved chatting with you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to let you know what was on my mind, what I got planned. I love you guys so much. Even though I don't answer all your comments, I kind of stopped responding to comments because it was draining. Because a lot of people just say weird shit. And I'm like, and then I feel bad. Don't leave. No, I just got on. Aww, I'm sorry. No, don't leave. I just got on. Okay, I'll do 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna head out because I want to go get some kombuchas. Some kombuchas. 5 minutes. I'll do 5 minutes, guys. I want to get some kombuchas and make tacos. No, I just had a tamale. I'm not gonna make tacos, but I have to work out and yeah, get my grind going. Yay, I love you. You're so pretty. 10 minutes? No, 10 minutes more. Are we bartering here? Are we at the Moroccan market bartering? I really want to, not now, but like down the line, I really want to start my own skincare line where I just get... Ah, sí, gracias. Muchas gracias.
¿Está un vasito con agua o está bien?
Ah, no, está bien, gracias. And just make it another 10 minutes. What was I saying? Yeah. But I want to start my own skincare line. Freak City. 30 minutes, take it or leave it. I want to start my own skincare line, and I don't want it super complicated because there's so much people that don't know about skincare, and I feel like it can get very overwhelming, and I really want to simplify it, and I want to help men and women. I see so many people struggle with their skin, and that's why so much women use makeup, and I think men can really benefit from skincare as well. But I just want more of like a simple routine for people to truly see a difference in their skin. Like, for example, cleansing for me with an oil is the best type of way to cleanse your face because that's what's gonna truly remove all impurities. And fun fact about your skin is the reason why most of your skin concerns arise is because you don't have a consistent regimen. So before, I used to go to sleep with makeup on. Love the heritage. I encourage you to start your own business. It's so cool. And I started taking care of my skin and I started doing treatments on my skin. And I didn't think that it would boost my confidence so much. And not only that, skincare is the best form of preventative care to stop aging. Not stop it, but slow down the, what's the word? What's the word? Like the progression of, like, for example, there's people with, you don't even have to be 30 to have expression lines. You don't have to be 30 to have like dark under eyes. Or a lot of people have like so much inflammation in their face. That's why people have like because they have inflammation. So they have to like massage their face. They have to massage it, and they have to drain their face from like a lymphatic drainage, because it's all the stagnation of the toxins. Do your own business. You are your own racist, yet you have 10 people telling you to get some. My own business. That's literally what one of my, I have a good family friend that's like a father to me. And I was just telling him about something I was doing. And he's like, you need to start doing something for yourself. And I'm like, I don't even know anything about ads. Or like, that's the thing. I can figure out like the concept, the like the pamphlets and everything, but I don't know how to get like a product from purchase ready to actually being purchased. Like, I don't know how to do that, and I'm trying to learn. And it's the same thing with my book. Like, my book had very like, it had to reach its potential that I planned to get it to reach. So I'm still figuring how to transition that, and I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's like, you guys are telling me to do it, and if you guys have any advice on any kind of like courses I can take or anything I can learn on how to push or promote a product, let me know. But yeah, that's the goal. I would love to. For right now, I just want to focus on building a bigger community, a community built on love, and I want more of you to feel connected and accepted in this space, and just, it would be such a dream for all of you to tell me, you know what, because I came on your live streams, or because I watched your videos, like, I learned to love myself. I learned to let go of my self-doubt. I learned to let go of my limiting beliefs. I started working out. I started taking care of my skin, my body. I started nurturing my soul. And it completely revolutionized my life. And that's my goal. That's my first goal. So right now we're kind of small. We're only like 15,000. It's a lot. But I mean, truly, I want to grow you guys to millions. I don't know how it's gonna happen, or what's like the game plan, but I'm not stressing about it. I mean, it's not really about the numbers, it's more so about the impact. I want to change this world. I really want to change this world, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna take all the steps I need to do to take it. The other day, I was like literally crying. I was like, why is this world so shitty? And then I told myself, remember, Lori. My name is Lori. That's my real name. But my my social media name is Reina. And you guys can still call me Reina. But I told myself, like, you have the power. You have the power to inspire others. I started blocking a lot of people on Instagram because they kept copying me. And they were like obsessed with me. And I would be like, oh, I'm like, are these destiny swappers? But that reminds me, like, that's the kind of power I have. That's the kind of influence I have, where people want to replicate my hairstyle, my outfits, my personality. I mean, there's some girls that were even using like the exact songs I was using. And I'm like, and these aren't people these are people already in the public eye and very well known. And it was just like, at first I was angry. I'm like, with what audacity do they have to come and copy me and to like try to steal my essence? And then I realized, no, that's the influence and the power I have. Even people to that standard, to that level of recognition, don't have any direction, that they see me whole within myself, and they're like, no, she's got it all figured out. You know, I gotta copy her because she has an identity. And I don't have it all figured out. But you know what I do have? I love myself so much. You know why? Because there were so many times where people try to convince me otherwise, try to tell me that, no, you're not a good person, no this, no that. And I refused to accept it. And I said, no, I love myself for who I am. And if you don't like me, so I know there's like a certain way, and like I'm not really good with the social media editing and the transitions and the whoosh and the and like the backgrounds, and but I don't need to be, right? Like I don't need to be like perfect. And that's what my mom was telling me. We were trying to do our podcast yesterday, and I started crying. Because I wanted to be perfect. She told me it's never gonna be perfect. And I said, you're right. It's never gonna be perfect. But it doesn't have to be. It just has to be real. And it has to get people to reflect and become more self-aware. And that's all I want. I want my message to hit people at the right time when they were needing it, so they can start being fulfilled. You know, sometimes when people hurt me or do things with ill intention, because obviously you decide who hurts you, I'm like, it's not their fault. You know? It's negligence. But that's when you have to be strong, and you have to realize you came here for a reason. You didn't come here to stoop down to their level. You didn't come here to try to battle something that you're not into. The best way to affect the player is to keep them playing by themselves. So, yeah, it's a new direction. And sometimes I feel like, did I have to go through all this shit to be able to help people? That's what I really think about. Because you get to that mentality where you're like, oh, well, your life is just really just a reflection of who you are. I'm like, I'm not mean. I don't tell people things like that. Are you a Flintstones? You know, when I met you, I didn't even know you would become so important to my life. But even though it hurts, the time has come. Oh my gosh. Let them make fun of her, then I'll make fun of you. Carrying Edis will go ahead and shut the live down, fam. What? Flintstone vibes. Okay guys, I'm gonna go. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. It was a good chit chat. Also, if you guys want to give me feedback on more topics that you guys want to cover, drop down a comment, just so I know. You need a wife. Okay. I think that's the next good one. No, we are just getting started. We are the troll community. Who's a troll community? Oh my gosh, you guys are getting kind of... I love you. Be safe. And until next time. Time's up. You need a run?